Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Finally get to speak to you, see
Wonderful.
you. How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while. And you have been busy.
No complaints.
You never have any complaints of it, do you?
No.
How are you?
I'm
How's the
good.
last few weeks been?
Sorry?
How have the last few weeks been?
Last few weeks have been the best weeks of my life. Yeah,
You are still smiling from them.
I am. Good to see you. Good
Um,
to see you. Firstly, I apologize. You know what you mean to me. We
oh,
just, and I only wish we could have done this earlier, but it's never late, right?
no, of course not. Of
Yeah.
course not.
It's never
Never
too
late.
late. Yes. Yes.
Time. It's all good. No need to apologize. It's all
All
good.
right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, I think the whole world or the whole of social media have had this month of Amit Sadh in July.
Yeah, that's why when you said world, I wanted to say like thoda niche aa jate.
My social media world, definitely.
Yeah,
So how does it
yeah.
feel? You've had so many things coming in quick succession.
Pardon me?
You've had so many projects come out in quick succession. How's
Yes. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to be honest, what I'm enjoying is this interaction with the world, with people on Instagram, social media. It's just this connection, like the connection you and I have, which now we find different ways. We are friends, we speak, we message. Now we're doing a live session. I'm connecting with audiences and fans with my work, and then with me as a human being. It's just not about me, my work, my film. There's a bigger connect that only happens when you present yourself as a human being, uh, you know, as a normal person. And I'm very glad, I'm very happy that I can do that. I'm getting so much love,
yes,
and that's just, it's just very healing, if you ask me, Amrita. It's very healing. And I just want to use all this love and praise and some criticism sometimes, and use all this in a positive way and channelize it in life, in growth. And that's it. That's the loop of life.
absolutely. I've got to ask because I was reading through our previous interview, which we did for the first season of Breathe, just after it had released, and I remember you telling me that you found it quite difficult coming out of the character of Kabir Salman.
Okay,
Was
so
it
you want
mainly?
you just want to shoot in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, you're not going to
So
give me
what did you
time.
think this
No
time?
no warming up, nothing. Get to the point.
Absolutely.
I don't know whether this is good or bad, but for me, I'm unable to leave Kabir Sawant. Even in season one, I was not able to leave him. In season two, as well, I am not able to leave him. I don't know. I don't know how much of Kabir is me or I am Kabir. I definitely know there's a lot of me and Kabir, but it's I don't know. It's somewhere there, and in a way, it's good because if I have to come back and become Kabir again, it's better that it's there. So then uh, uh, it'll kind of flow better.
Okay. And so how have you spent the time shooting between all these projects? So how did you delve between the characters? Did you have some time in between?
No, last couple of years between Breed, Avrodh, and Shakuntala Devi, there's only been time to gain weight, lose weight, get sharper, get thicker, get smaller. I've not had the time. I've only had enough time, which I thought was less. But then, any hurdle or challenge is like an opportunity.
Mm.
So I have the best team. I have the best trainer. We are blessed. We have so many people who are ready to help us become. And all I think I need to do is just stay focused and work hard and be disciplined. And I've tried doing the best I could, and I just hope it's like any athlete, you just need to keep doing. You just need to keep working. You need to keep up the discipline. You need to stay grounded. You need to just keep doing the basics right. You know.
But so at some point, it would probably take a toll on your own physical kind of your own body, right?
I mean, yeah, it does. I have a few aches and pains. I did bust my spine, not so much, a little bit. But then I met some nice doctors. I did some Ayurvedic treatment in Kerala that helped me. Then my friend Vidyut, he has a lot of knowledge, so he also kind of gave me some advice on posture correction and how to kind of. Get... But yeah, I mean, so see, I don't want to bore you with what happened. People don't care what happened till the time I can convince you with what I'm doing and the parts I'm playing. If I can be convincing, I think that's good enough. What you say, I'm sure you're saying this as a friend, and very, very in short, that's something I'm kind of paying attention to. This weight gain and weight loss too much is it's not too good.
Absolutely, but I think along with some other actors as well, I think you're one of the actors who absolutely changes the way he looks for every character he does. So to have a whole month of 4 projects and seeing you look completely different, I think that's what people are picking up on.
I am so glad, and thank you for mentioning it. I am very happy that you're saying this. People are noticing it, and that's for me acting. For me, acting is not. I think I have a very, very boring personality. Maybe tops 2 hours, 3 hours, you'll be like even in a live session, max 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. After that, you get bored of me. And for me, acting was also where I lose myself and I become somebody else every time. I've been fortunate that I was allowed. I've been fortunate that I've been accepted. The things that I've tried bringing, the stories that I kind of make and bring, are being liked by people. Of course, there are different magnitudes. Some story or some part you kind of cherish is more accepted by something else. Um, but for me, that is acting. For me, acting is not just coming and playing yourself. For me, acting is to become somebody else. And I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of Amir Khan. Amir Sir does this. Russell Crowe, Matthew McConaughey. I'm just fascinated by different people. I just don't want to be the same person again. Like, it's boring for me. It's boring for the audience. The only thing I want to come back to what you said, Amrita, is just that now I just hope that I can be in a position, or the studios or the directors that work with me, they can also have that understanding that, to give more time, to give more time to become, to give more time to process. I'm not complaining. I've had really great partners. The people that I work with, even Vikram sir, Vikram Malhotra, my mentor, who gave me Breathe, and Shakuntala Devi as well. He's one of the most understanding people I've worked with. They're always worried about my health. They're always worried about what I'm doing, how I'm doing. So it's nice. I just hope that I can also be in a position where I can take more time to become, you know. So let's see.
Absolutely. I mean, I hope you weren't giving me a hint when you say Insta Live 10 minutes.
No, not with you, no one. I I have so much regard and respect for you. So you can keep me till the time you want.
Oh, that's
The
so
people might get bored of me and like there'll be like three viewers, but then that's your risk. I didn't anyways give you any guarantee how many people will come.
we don't worry about how many people are watching because there are a lot of people can watch afterwards as well, so that's fine.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem. No problem at all. So I've got to say,
Oh, I
back
just
in
met a friend of mine, Shivani. Hi, Shivani. Amrita, before you ask questions, just do me a favor. I love my fans. I love the people who I think, they come on our chats, they watch our work, they know you as well. You've done so much in your field. So when you have time, according to you, we can just take a few questions and, just acknowledge them. I just feel that we should acknowledge the people who actually make us.
No, absolutely. I said that before you came on.
Okay.
Actually, I said
Okay.
if people want to ask questions, I have my pen ready.
Okay.
I will be noting them down and shooting them
Okay.
at you.
Okay. Okay.
So I have to ask you, back when Breathe the first season came, the online world, the Indian online world wasn't very saturated, if you like. It was kind of the beginning of it,
Yep.
especially on Amazon Prime. Now, obviously, 2 years, maybe coming into 3 years later, it's a completely different field. And obviously, you've done on a different platform, you've done another web series as well. How do you think the online kind of arena gives an actor more opportunities?
First of all, it is still growing. It's not saturated yet. It's nothing. It's going to grow much more than this.
Yeah.
What it allows is, I think, it gives you it's just a different viewership. You know, it's more personal. It's not by appointment. You can watch anything you want. If you like something, like so many people loved my entry in Breathe. They also loved my, anything you like, you can just reverse
Mm.
and see 10 times. But the only flip to this is that every emotion is exaggerated. So if they like something, they like something. If they don't like something, they don't like something. But that you got to live with. And I think it's nice. And what allows is it allows the filmmakers and the industry to tell more stories, to have a wider reach. Like another thing which I think, I don't want to bore you because we all know. I mean, everybody knows everything. But one thing that I'm really happy about the OTT platform is that we can reach the Indians who are living abroad
Yeah.
and people who are not Indians, show them the real India. I just feel I'm not disheartened by it anymore, but I just feel the way we have told Indian stories, the way we have represented India,
Mm.
sometimes I just think we've not represented India well. Sometimes we've not done enough for our stories to be shown abroad, like the way we watch American Hollywood films. Why can't Hollywood watch our films? Secondly, OTT is allowing you to tell different stories of different cultures, different cities, different states, different languages. And for me, that's what I'm happy about because I just don't like the way we have shown India to the West. And I don't like the way West, like films like Slumdog Millionaire. I mean, really, you want to ask Danny Moore, like, this is all you could find in India? Like, so I'm happy about that. Even in India, sometimes, like the way we show Bihar. We
Yeah.
always show that state as where only bad things are happening. 60% of IAS officers come from Bihar. Such IAS, IPS, so many exams toppers are from Bihar.
Yeah.
Then we don't tell stories of East. You know how cool people are in the East. They're all rock stars. They play music. They are so well spoken. They are blah 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 blah. There's so many things about it. UP, we show UP as people from UP are only kind of scoundrels. Or I just feel we have characterized, typecast. Even this when we show people from South India. I just hope that we kind of cut down the frivolity and show India, show Indian stories that we can be proud of, and we can tell the West that, you know what, take this, this is us. And coming back to your question, I'm sorry I digressed because I wanted to bring this point in, and that is what OTT is going to do. OTT is going to tell you a story which maybe a distributor or a commercial producer will not allow you to make because maybe he's scared, maybe he doesn't want to show India that way. And that's going to be the power of OTT, and that's the OTT I'm proud of.
That's actually it's a very interesting take you have there, because even acting wise, I think people on OTT platforms, actors who maybe haven't had that much of a chance in mainstream films or anything like that, actually get a rebirth, if you like, in OTT land.
Um, Partially agree, disagree. So OTT is not some Gurudwara
Yeah.
where you'll come and you'll get prasad.
Yeah.
If you ask me, OTT is more dangerous because you're exposed here. A movie is 2 hours. You can be presented, you can be presented. It's less. Less time means less screen time, less narrative. In OTT, you are doing like Breathe. Breathe was almost 10 hours. So everybody's getting caught. The director, the writer, the DOP, the actors. You're naked. Everybody's naked. And that's where you have to bring your A game. That's where you have to bring your art. That's where you have to bring your hunger. So partially, would I agree with you that because of the OTT platforms, there are more stories being told. So there, actors like me who are always out of work are getting more opportunities. We are able to work hard and prove and connect with the audience because there's a big amount of audience there. And for that, I'm happy. Technicians, DOPs, lightmen, costume people. A movie is made with so many departments. So because of more OTT, more stories being told, more people are getting work. But again, it's great work. You have to still bring your art and work and perform.
Absolutely. I know this, I'm not sure whether you'll be able to answer this, but do you have a preference now in terms of medium?
No, for me, it's the story. For me, it's uh, like if I'm offered a character and it tickles my bone, it challenges me, and it gives me sleepless nights or goosebumps or thrill or emotion. If it makes me cry, like I was reading a script, I can't share right now, but I'm doing something. And 2 nights back, I was reading my script. I was just brushing through the synopsis,
Hmm.
and I was crying. I had goosebumps. I was going through the emotion. So if I'm going through, that means if we do it well, I work hard, everybody does their job, the audience also is going to feel. So for me, that's the criteria. I just want to do something that affects me and to be able to do in such a way that it affects the audience in a positive way.
Absolutely. And I think even though you are very humble about it, you do tend to take on roles no matter the length. So even if we look at Shakuntala Devi, your role is not that long, but it has so much, the role of Ajay has so much impact. And I know
Oh,
you've
well,
received love for it.
I am very grateful. So I want to thank you to you, and thank you to all people who have now, I think India is educated now, and also a big compliment goes to people like you, media journalists, who are also teaching the audience the right things. I just think that the audience also has been misinformed. They have been misguided by wrong reporting and preferential media, which in India is changing. You were always fair. I've seen, like, from Kai Poche, you always complimented me as a friend, and whenever I've done good work. So that's one good change in India. And um where it comes to the length, I just feel that again, the audience is educated, and for me as an actor, I don't care about all that. You know, that was a role gifted to me by my mentor, Vikram sir, Vikram Malhotra, and I was big at that time. I finished Breathe, and he had so much faith in me. I still remember meeting Anu, and Anu said, "Weight lose kar lega na?" And I just looked at her. I said, she doesn't know me yet, and I have a great relationship. I consider her my friend. But any compliment that you want to give to me for Shakuntala Devi, for my character, Ajay, the whole credit goes to Anu, my director. I think one thing that I do well, Amrita, is that I know how to keep quiet and listen and absorb. I absorb and observe well. That's something I have learned in life. That helps me. So the compliment goes to. So again, I don't care about the length and breadth. No, that is irrelevant, And I'm just grateful to filmmakers and producers and people who are giving me work, and people, the viewers and audiences and fans who are appreciating my work. For me, that's what matters. Rest, I don't care.
Okay, that's yeah.
Hmm.
I think I get that about you, and I get that you are very focused in that sense. I'm just going to add in a question before we.
Because somebody has to do this job. Somebody has to do other characters. If everybody will be the central character, baki role kaun karega? And baki role, it's a role, it's a part. And if you see in the West, they know it. They don't call you. In India, it's just and I'm so proud of my fans. I'm so proud of the audiences. I am so proud of the Indian audiences. You have no idea the side I've seen of the Indian audience, the knowledge they have, and the way they kind of are accepting actors, and they're accepting their parts, not judging them. You have no idea. After Kai Poche, मेरा दिमाग खराब कर दिया यार सबने. आप लीड कब आओगे? लीड कब आओगे? लीड क्या होता है यार? You know. And I'm happy. I'm really happy that we are changing for better, and we are diminishing the lines of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's big? Who's small? Art is limitless. Art is magnified. Art has to touch you. Until the time it is touching you, it's affecting you. It's lit. Nothing to worry about.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm just going to add in a question that one of the fans said quite some time back. How do you stay motivated when you're taking on all these characters? How do you personally stay motivated?
I think that's I don't know. I think I'm just blessed. I'm just motivated. I think even when I'm sleeping, I'm motivated. I take this life as a gift. I take every second, every moment, every experience as a gift. And I think when God, universe, people, they give you a minute, they give you a second, they give you an experience, they give you an emotion, they give you a heartbeat.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that? Are you going to respect that or disrespect that? By staying motivated, I respect that.
It's very easy to say, but it's actually very hard to stay motivated, even in any
No,
industry.
no, it's hard to say. It's opposite. It's hard to say, but easy to do. All you need is the will. You just no. There's a method to this, but you need a will. If you have a will, भूख लगती है आप खाना खाते हो ना अमृता? Bathroom आता है bathroom जाते हो. You don't have to be motivated to go to bathroom. You wake up in the morning, you go to bathroom. Everybody goes to bathroom. Do we need to be motivated to brush our teeth? No. So why do we have to be motivated to live? We have just been confused. We are confused. We just need to take it out. It takes a second. It takes a second to snap out and say, you know what, my life. I have this life. I have two hands. You know, I can be heard. I can speak. I can see. I can walk. The moment you start thinking like that, you will be motivated. And then you'll have so much gratitude. Then the whole day you'll be saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everything. Thank you to trees. Thank you to water. Thank you to people. It's just that sometimes I think we just get lost. You know, and the only person who can find us back or me back or you back when we are lost is us, ourselves. And nice people around who are gentle and warm and, you know, who don't judge you when you get lost. You know, so it's moral of the story is it is very easy to be motivated.
Thank you. And you see, this is the reason why people like listening to you. You might say that people get bored after 10 minutes, but I don't think anyone would get bored.
You're too kind.
I'm not.
And you remain my friend.
What does that mean?
Like you're nice to me.
You are always nice to me as well. It works both ways. I want to ask you about the lockdown months. How have you been spending lockdown?
It's not a lockdown anymore. I've been working for 6 weeks. I was dubbing, promoting my film. I went to Delhi for promotions. I'm in Uttarakhand training for my next. But the early 2 months when it was stricter, I was in Mukteshwar in in Kumaon Himalayas, and I had the luxury to. I mean, I had food, I had a forest, so can't complain. Everything is good. I just hope that the lockdown is now. Lockdown is not a problem anymore because everything is unlocking in the world, in the UK, in India. My only concern and my eyes are at how we kind of revive the cycle of life, the cycle of the economy, the bread, you know, all the bread earners. How do they get work back? How that force of life begins? And I'm very confident that things will get better. Some vaccine will come, or we will, excuse me, we will keep precautions in mind and continue and start living again. We have to.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm trying to note the questions, but they're going so fast. Okay, so there was a question that scrolled a little while ago again. Do you think you will at some point do a romantic hero role?
I don't know what a hero is, so I will never be a hero. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. मैं hero नहीं हूँ, ना मैं hero था, ना मैं कभी hero बनूंगा. Do I want to be a real life hero? I don't know what a hero means, but I do want to be a real life. I want to be a good. I want to leave a good impression on people. I want to be a good. I want to be a good influence on people. Now you talk about romantic part, or part which has romance. I think I had a romantic. It's just the way you look at it. If you ask me, Kabir Sawant in season 2 had a romantic part, had an aspect of aggression, protection. I like doing character which has more dimensions rather than just being romantic. Because is that the emotion you have in a day, in a minute, in an hour? We have so many emotions that come and go. I just don't want to do a part where I'm just, because that is fake. That's Mills and Boons. I don't think so the world like Mills and Boons anymore. You know, that you're just loving for 2 hours. It's not possible. You know, life is about conflict, hate, love, patch up, break up. So I'm more fascinated with those roles, and I think I'm kind of and for a better example, I think Ajay had that. Ajay had a little bit of conflict, and he had a. I think the reason I really love that character is also like I think it's a very inspiring character for men in India. You know, especially to understand and to kind of. I think it's a very role model character.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed playing Ajay.
Absolutely. It suited you. I think in the month, there was a completely different character for you in that movie.
Yeah.
Um, Someone has just asked, when is your book coming up?
That's a that's a question that burdens me. Uh, I don't know. I'm struggling with it. Uh, but like other struggles, I will overcome it. I'm committed to it. I'm very, very committed to it. I'm pretty vocal about it. But I just don't want to write a book just for the heck of it. So I struggle with it. I write it, I rewrite it, then I get lost, and it's on. Maybe one day, one day,
We look
And
forward.
then, and I have a Gemini brain. I start writing something, and then another idea comes up. Then I say, okay, I want to write that. By then, a movie comes in, and then I get busy with, right now, like I'm prepping for something. So it's a good struggle. It's a very good struggle. But I hope I get the right thoughts. If not, then auto writing. I'm depending on auto writing.
That's funny. No, but we do look forward to your book. I can see a few questions coming up about the book. So someone asked a quite a weird question. I think for me it's a weird question, but it might not be for you. They asked, do you think you could join hands with Vidyut in a future commando?
See, in a commando, I don't think so. But I mean that because commando is, I mean, there's only one commando, right? That I think I will leave the decision to Vidyut. But if you say join hands, me and Vidyut are already joined hands. We are very fond of each other. We have a lot of love and respect for each other and our craft and what we kind of bring to cinema. We are two distinct kind of artists. We bring two different things, but I think on a soul level, we are very connected and we are very same.
Mhm.
The only difference is that he's supremely fit and knowledgeable. And but I think I have a feeling that someday, if there's anybody that I'll come up with a film, will be with you.
Oh, that's really sweet. It was really nice to see you together in Yara, and I love the
Thank,
look. The looks were amazing.
thank you,
All the hair.
thank you.
Um, there was another question that came up. When are you next doing, or when are you going to do a Punjabi movie?
I just want to tell you, so I don't know Punjabi, but I many years back dated someone who
Yeah.
was from Punjab, and I learned a lot at that time. It's one of the languages I love till today. When I'm stressed or when I'm home, I listen to Punjabi music. You know,
Really?
yes, still today I listen to
Wow.
Punjabi music, and it's if you ask me, it's one of the dreams. It's one of
Yeah.
the I would like to do a nice Punjabi film, but a nice film, like a nice story, like a true story of somebody's struggle or I don't know, something nice. So if people are listening, so many people. If somebody has a good script, मैं अपनी पंजाबी चंगी कर लूंगा, कर लांगा, है ना? और yeah,
Well, someone might be working us, and it might be coming your way soon.
cool. Let's do it.
um, so another, I asked you this actually. Actually, Mansi Scott has just said, I can't
Oh,
even read.
Mansi Scott. She's the love of my life. Yeah.
I literally can't even read it. There's so many comments. I missed
Yeah.
it completely. Like I
Okay.
can't.
Okay.
But thank you. Hi, Mansi.
Hi,
um,
Manasi. She's my role model. She's my hero. She's one of the most amazing human beings I've met in my life. Yeah,
it's really
yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
So I asked you this question, I think in the first time I interviewed you when you were
Hmm.
in London and
I
I
know.
was unable to come in person.
I know.
Um, Now someone had just scrolled it and I've just seen, and this is like the same question I asked. Because obviously this was 4 years ago that we did our first interview, well, I did my first interview. So 4 years in after that, do you now think to yourself about the kind of legacy you're going to leave, or are you still only thinking about, you know, at that time you said you weren't in the industry and you hadn't done that many projects enough to think about a legacy, but now you have, right? So do you ever think about that?
No, Amrita. I don't think so. I'm not even at the L of legacy. Um, am I optimistic that I can work harder and continue my purpose as an actor, as a human being, affecting more lives, reaching more lives? fulfilling my dreams mentally, physically. Um, so that's the area I am in right now. Legacy, I think I'm too far. Maybe we can have this chat after 10 years. Maybe after 10 years. Nothing, no, I'm not fit to even dream of or think of legacy right now. I think if right now I can just stay consistent, stay honest, stay pure to my craft, to my people, and just learn to work better, emote better, function better, articulate better, communicate better. I think right now it's about getting better at everything.
Absolutely. That's such a lovely
Mm.
answer. Thank you. And I remember what you said earlier. So this is it's a fresh take, even if it's 4 years later, but you still said
What
the
did I
same thing.
say? What did I say?
I think you said the same. You said pretty much the same thing, that you're not,
Really?
you don't think that you should talk about leaving a legacy yet because you're not there. You're not there. You just felt like
Yes.
you weren't there to
Yes, and
talk about
also
it.
I think it's not people who are, I don't know, there are other things to be bothered about the legacy. Because when you say you want to leave a legacy behind, it's very pompous, and then
Mm.
that it's very fabricated. It's very, it's very fabricated, and I want to leave a good residue behind right now, if you really want to know. So I want a good residue with all my success, failing,
Yeah.
happiness, life. I want a good residue. I want, if I can be a good role model, or if I can be, with um, my stories of past or present or future, if that can inspire you, or if that can pick you up off from your bed, that I'm interested in right now.
Someone has just asked, when is Breathe 2 coming? I'm going to discard that question. Um,
No, but I don't know, they're not wrong, because there are some people who think, because some people got confused because we called Breathe a new season, so they're saying Breathe 2, like, and then some people are continuing the linear manner, so they say when is 3 coming. So
uh,
it's yeah, yeah.
I see. Sorry, I just saw Mandvi commented my two favorites. Hi, Mandvi. um, okay, so I'm going to ask you a few rapid fires, and then I'm going back to the fan questions. Is that okay?
Sure.
Perfect. Because we have already done 35 minutes. Wow, that doesn't even feel that long. Okay, so this is what I'm going to start with, one of the fan ones. They said, would you choose mountains or movies?
Ah. uh, well, I'll do both. I'll show mountains in the movies, and I'll go to the mountains and make movies there.
Interesting. Interesting. Do you prefer going out or staying in?
I'm a homebody.
Staying
Yeah,
in?
I love being inside. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't like going out too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's the next country on your bucket list when things are better?
India East. I want to do Arunachal Pradesh. I've done a lot of Leh, Ladakh, Spiti, Laul. I want to explore East, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam and Meghalaya on my bike. So we are planning, and my next trip is Manali Leh. I'm doing Manali Leh on bike in October. Hopefully everything is clear for that. Early October, because it starts snowing, gets dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Really interesting. Um,
Prashant, somebody called Prashant. I saw say shout out. Hi Prashant. Do you want me to shout? Prashant. I took it literally. Can you hold on? Can you hold on? Somebody is.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm on a video.
Amit Sadh is you've just gone through.
Sorry.
No
Yeah.
worries. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
so that's all right. Sweet or savory?
Sweet or savory? Sweet. You can give it out of the gym. Thank you. No
Sweet.
problem. Sweet.
Okay. Manti has just said she's coming with you on this bike ride.
We shall talk about it.
Okay. When you're not shooting, what do you most miss about being on a set?
I don't miss anything. I think I'm trying to make myself like, why do we miss? Why do we have to miss anything? Where you are, soak in the sun there. When you're on a film set, be with people there, love the people there, find out and talk about people there, find out about your character, ask more questions, and be there. And when you are off the set, go to people you meet on street, say hello to unknown people, take initiative, soak in the sun there. Be attentive to life wherever you are. So I just not miss anything in life, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether I'm also, I think wherever you are, I try to be wholly present there, you know.
That's actually quite admirable. I don't think many people achieve that.
I mean, if you want to, you will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But still people don't. Okay, where is it going? Where is it going? Okay, so okay. So is there anywhere in the world that you've been which you want to revisit again?
So I'm a big fan of the Indian Himalayas. I think I can't get over, like, you know, so I just want to see the Nanda Devi, Trishul, and all that from different parts, because you can see it from Kumaon, you can see it from Garhwal, you can see it from, and another amazing place which I love about when the world is Leh Ladakh. I think I can go to Leh Ladakh 3 times a year. Never enough, you know. And
Even
next thing on my list is actually also to go there in the winter and spot snow leopards and jigmeth. If you're seeing this, it's your responsibility.
okay. 1 second, I'm just going to scroll to see if I've missed any. I don't think I've ever done a live where the questions are just literally going. Okay, so someone asked a question earlier. Which character of yours that you've played do you think you have the most personal connection?
Kai Poche.
Really? I
And
didn't think
yeah. I disguise. I have the power of disguise till I actually spill the beans. Um, it's just that I've been bad. I've been lost in life, and I've seen lot of loss, and I've gone through anger, blinded silence. So there's a lot of it, and then resurrection, and you know. And the second is Kabir Sawant.
Really? Oh, but you said he was the most difficult.
No, no, not so difficult. So difficult, but it's difficult is what? Difficult challenge is to kind of portray the emotion in context to the script, you know,
Mm.
and then being in that emotion day and night is it's a challenge to be consistent, to not leave the character, because you shoot in 9 months, and if you leave the character, people thought, oh, you're easy. And sometimes you see a film or a story, you say, you know, this character or this actor was sleeping in this scene, or that person was he left, that person or that actor or that artist left the scene. So I'm very, very particular and attentive that 9 months, 6 months, 1 year, no matter how long the filming goes, I have to be aware. So I keep chart boards. I have a lot of, I don't want to bore you with that. So, but yeah, in simple words, I think Omi is very close to me. I think Kabir Samant is very close to me. Maybe not so much today. Some parts of today, some parts of earlier life. I'm very close to Ajay as well. I try bringing, you know, I'm a very complex human being. I have a lot of in me, like, and then there are different parts. I'm 41 now. So
Yeah.
between 1 to 41, there's so many Amits. So I try to, and I have them all locked. And I go to them like clones. Okay, you come out, get up. Okay, get to work. Chalo, काम पे chalo. Hmm, hmm,
That's interesting.
hmm.
Someone just said, if you weren't an actor, what would you be doing?
Something. I would survive.
You don't have
Anything.
anything in mind as an alternative career?
Maybe not too late for bike racing. I mean, I do it as an enthusiast, but my reflexes are not too good, not the best, because it's a sport which is run, you know, but 20-year-old, 21-year-old. Something with bikes, you know, explorer, maybe open a bike school and teach people how to ride a bike. Yeah.
I
I'm
can
only
imagine.
passionate about two things in life: biking, trekking, hike, like adventure. Like not even adventure sport is too big. So I love trekking, mountaineering, biking, and acting. That's it. Very small list. Yeah.
Okay. There's good
Mm.
passions to have though.
Yeah.
I feel like I missed one. I can't remember what the question was. 1 second. Did I write it down? Oh yeah. So someone asked earlier on, in your team, what do you think the difference between how did you feel in the difference between the first season of Breathe and the second season of Breathe?
In which aspect? My characterization or
I don't know. They just asked how did you personally feel in that?
no, nothing much. I just for me, okay, then I will make an assumption and answer this. I just feel that season one, he was a broken man, defeated, didn't look
Mm.
people in the eye, was guilt driven, and in season two, he had a different way to address his guilt. There are two ways to address your guilt. One is uh, get defeated by it, submit to it, and do drugs or alcohol or just give up. I think in season one he did that. Of course, then the call of the duty came and he kind of saved his life, his wife's life, Josh's life. I think in season two he was a changed man. You know, like how I hope the lockdown has changed us. 7 months, 8 months in the prison. A guy like Ravi Sawant, I'm sure, must have introspected. He also had a lot of anger with which he kind of went to the gym, made a body. Those are all the logics which, as a director, because you have to be logically in tune to your action. Only then the audience would believe in what you're doing it for. Um, I think in season two, I like the Kabir. I like the change from one to two.
Mm.
That this time he's dealing with his guilt or his mistake in a more correct way. He's going bang on, and he wants to kind of address the guilt. You
Yeah.
know, which he does. He gets out and he goes to rescue or see how Meghna is. And I think the way, just a change of personality. So I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed one as well, but I enjoyed two because something new. And again, the credit goes to Mayank and Vikram and Vivani and the whole writing team and stuff. They've done a fabulous job, which makes life easy for me.
Absolutely. So when you first did Breathe and you talked about how you built the character within yourself of Kabir, did you have to do that all over again? Because obviously it's a different kind of Kabir in Breathe Into the Shadows.
Yes, I had to. I get a lot of this time. Actually, I've never told this. I want to tell you. One of my best acting workshops were with my producer. I've told him thank you twice, and he said, "Nahi, मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया." He's one
Yeah.
of the best visionary producers in India. Vikram Malhotra needs no introduction. He's been one big pillar of the change of cinema in India, the way he functions. And now he has a company called Abundancia. And I did Breathe and Shakuntala Devi with them, very close to him. And actually, I remember when before even Mayank and me started sitting and chatting, he started telling me a few things. And then one day he said something about which was a little off from like the season we were filming, and he got scared. He said, "नहीं नहीं नहीं, तुम मत सोचना ये. You will take this to another tangent. Delete this, delete this." So some chats with him. But coming back, me and Mayank, we have a crazy system of working. We are like hand and glove in a way. Our communication, the way we communicate is very different, and that kind of I think translates in what you see on screen, and it also helps me. He gives me a lot of liberties. There's a lot of trust. I'm an actor. I think I function best when I'm given wings, or when the people I work with they trust me. And Mayank is one director who's given me so much trust that in Breathe 3, in one of the scenes, I just left in between a scene, but not out of like ego or anything. Kabir Sawant just felt he left. And after the cut, I went up to him to tell him, "Are you okay with it?" He just came. He said, "Like next scene, it's cool." And then at lunch, went to him. I said, "Bro, thank you for giving me such fearlessness that I can be and feel." And he said, "Yeah, cool. You do whatever you want. If you're going off, I'll tell you."
Oh.
And that's how you give. When you give a great performance or a good performance that resonates with people, it's not you.
Mm.
It's not you. Maybe small percent, but it's these people, good actors, a director, assistant director. So I'm very blessed. The kind of people I'm working with, they give me wings. They kind of allow because I have a crazy method. I'm pretty grumpy when I'm on the set, especially when I'm doing Avrodh or. But it's for an effect. It's to create an aura and to be real rather than acting. Of course, if I've been temperamental or like a little aggressive or upset, I do go to everyone and then I get kaju barfi and mithaiyan and like feed everyone. Sorry. No, let's clean the environment. But anything for a good shot. Anything for a good shot.
Okay. There's been 3 comments so far while you've been saying this, saying congratulations on 1 million, but please don't get angry.
Never.
That's the
I
three
don't know.
comments.
No, no.
And
So
then
there's a
saying,
reason. No, there's a reason because when I don't care about numbers.
yeah.
And I also want to send this message to people who listen to me. Don't be bothered about kitne likes hai, kitne followers hai. It's like it'll just be you, be authentic. Our life purpose is not to get likes. Our purpose is not to get followers. And if we are on the right purpose, we will eventually get everything. But that should not. So when 1 million happened, I kind of came and told me that I'm not about numbers, and these are 1 million hearts. So that's why they say it, and they say it with a oops. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love you all. I love everything about you guys. I love the sensitivity which you show, which you are, so many of you that I've interacted with, the way you're growing as human beings, as people. Let's just continue this ride and ride together.
Oh, that's really sweet. So I just want to touch on Avrodh because we've touched on the other projects you've done recently. For Avrodh, how did it feel putting on the army uniform?
Very difficult to express. It's the biggest honor of my life. And also, because of Avrodh, I also got to meet the Chief of Army Staff, and spending time with him and the conversation that I had with him has inspired me to be a better Indian, to be a better citizen, to be a better person, to be a better actor. But yeah, Avrodh is a gift, and I want to thank my man, Samar Khan, who's the producer of Avrodh, Irada Films, for just coming and just gifting it to me like that. Like, it's yours. Yeah. So, yeah.
How much, despite obviously putting the uniform aside, how much did it take? How much of responsibility did you feel? Because you were reenacting, obviously, real life events.
I'm responsible hugely, but then again, it's the team. Rahul and
Mm.
Shiv, they book India's Most Fearless Part One, Part Two. This is a chapter from Part One. I'm sure so many people have read. So their hard work, their research, their credibility. My producer Samar, who's ex NDA, his knowledge, his credibility, his contacts with the army, Applause, which are really great collaborators, and they make such sensitive and great. It's a lot of people who chip in. My director Raj, my co-actors, Neeraj sir, Madhurima, Darshan, Vikram sir. So many people contribute. They do their job well, and that's why when we shine, we shine. So that's why when somebody doesn't shine or one thing doesn't shine, that means somebody in that system has not done enough or done the job well. You
But you are definitely shining, so everyone's doing fine.
know. I'm surviving.
Someone asked, what do you most admire in your life? There was a question that scrolled up.
One thing I'm proud of is the connect that I'm able to make, grow, and enrich with the people. I'm not going to say fans, with the people. And for me, that's the biggest joy, biggest gift, biggest reward, award, critique. That is everything to me. And I'm going to continue using chats, lives, every tool on social media, a film, web series, to just to be able to connect with another human, because that's the biggest joy for me. And to be honest, I think as all human beings, that is why we were born, to communicate and connect better. And I'm grateful that I'm being allowed to do that.
Absolutely. So we're going to get chucked out after 10 minutes. So I'm just going to ask a couple more
Why?
questions.
Who?
Because after 1
Instagram.
hour, it stops.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they chucked me out once. I know it stops after 1 hour.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask you actually, because when we were talking, when you were shooting for Gold here, there were so many things that happened to you during that trip while you were going up and down Leeds, London, wherever it was. And the one thing I always remember about that time when we used to talk is you literally never lose hope. And I think that's so inspirational. And this is not the same as staying motivated. It's about not losing hope. It's one of those things where I understand where you're coming from, that it's easy to stay motivated if you want to, you can. But losing hope is different, right? But you never lose hope, Amit. Like you never lose hope.
Can I add to that? Many years back, a friend of mine from the industry, she tells me, यार इतना पॉजिटिव कैसे हो सकता है? आई थिंक तू फेक पॉजिटिव है. सो आई लुक लाइक पागल हो गई हो. ऐसे तुम लोग सब पागल हो गए हो. फेक पॉजिटिव कैसे हो सकता है कोई? एंड आफ्टर 3-4 years she got to know me better and she said नहीं यार तू पॉजिटिव ही है यार. तू तू रियल पॉजिटिव है. तो मैंने अगेन से ऐसे तुम कैसे बात कर रही हो? कैसे कैसे लाइक हाउ कैन दे बी अ फेक पॉजिटिव और अ रियल पॉजिटिव? आई एम ब्लेस्ड दैट आई हैव होप एंड आई वांट टू गिव माय होप दैट आई हैव टू एवरीबॉडी because hope is all we have, you know.
Absolutely. That's
Yes.
such a great, that is such a great answer. You don't need to say anymore. Okay, so my final, sorry, penultimate is, I know you put up a picture of these boots and the character you're trying to get into at the moment. I know you said you can't talk about that particular project, but are there any projects coming up that you can talk about?
I don't get so much work, so there's
Really?
no projects. No, I don't. I'm very honest. I don't lie, Amrita. You know that. But also in life, it's not about volume and numbers. If you do your
Yeah.
job well, anyways, you can do one gig a year or two at the most. If the look is at least the body weight is same. What I can share with you is I found my next challenge,
Mhm.
my next determination, my next thing that is going to keep me sleepless, and something that I'm so excited to work on and bring it to all of you. I have found it. Very soon, I will tell you what it is. I will go in my tunnel. I will go away from social media, from everywhere, and become somebody and work hard and bring something really special to all of you very soon.
Perfect. We look forward to that. And I'm sure you do have other projects, maybe not now, but they'll come after this,
Maybe,
after July.
maybe, but nothing is. Again, it's not about volume, and I just think I mean, it sounds very pompous when I read other act. Like I learn from other people's mistake. When I read other people talk away, and I rectify myself. I don't want to be that actor. Oh, I've got 5 projects. It sounds lame. It sounds silly. Or I'm being flooded with offers. Even if you are, there's no need. Because what matters is when you bring your project, what you've done with it. So, let the work talk.
And someone has just said, please don't go away from social media.
Okay, I will not go, but I mean, I have to work also. If I am going to spend time on social media and be distracted, but we will find a way. I always say to everyone that I will find a way. We will find a way that we stay connected. Maybe I'll come live once a week, or maybe on weekends when I have an off. I will find a way. I will never lose you guys. I will never leave you guys.
I actually wanted to ask you about one of your tweets. We're running out of time, but I wanted to ask you about one of your tweets about there was an account that someone created of Team Amit Sadh or something like that. And you said, no, I like to stay connected to my fans personally.
I don't need a team. Yes, I don't need
I want to
anyone.
ask you about this.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
comes
But
you like that in this
sorry.
industry? How it's different to know an actor like that. So I'm just asking, how comes you are like that?
I mean, there are people in the world who are like that. Christian Bale used to message his fans so many years. So I'm inspired by people who've done this before. And if you ask me, why are you working? Why are you making a film for yourself? Then make a film and watch in your drawing room. You make it to watch for people to watch. So are you going to
Hmm.
be so selfish that, I have a film, come watch my film, beg, watch my film. And then once the movie is gone, hit flop, and then you move ahead. I don't want to have that relationship with the country or with fans or with audiences. I want to engage with them. I want to be a part of them. Of course, we'll have to learn how there is a kind of, sometimes uh, there's a pilferage to it. There are some people who get nasty, or there are some people who just kind of go, but then I give them benefit of doubt. I give them love, and I kind of let them be for some time. A lot of people come back and they acknowledge, like this person that you're saying, this person emailed me and said, sorry,
Hmm.
I'm sorry that I made this fake account. My agenda and objective was only to respect you and be your fan.
Hmm.
And I was so thrilled. I said, I subtly, like I reprimanded that person, not in a harsh way, but I was so proud. I said, this person has the dignity. When the person is corrected, and that person came, and then I followed that person. I said, you know what? As a gift to inspire you, to encourage you for this honesty, I'm going to follow you on Twitter and I'm going to follow you on Instagram. And I follow that person now. You know, coming back, I don't know about people. I will always stay connected to people. I'm not going to use them for my films. I'm going to be with them and just blossom and grow this relationship.
It's very admirable. I think my question was because when I've not seen that. You can the names you've mentioned, but especially in Bollywood, there are always layers, if you see what I mean, between a fan and an actor.
Yeah,
And
also,
it's quite
I have,
interesting.
yes, Amrita, thank you for bringing this up. And I also have a thing that everybody in the world is not your fan. So you have to understand that. There are viewers, there are people who admire you, there are people who like you, who've just seen one film, and then there's a migration. Your fans, I call like your hardcore fans become your family, your admirers become your fan, then they become, there's so much. Everybody's not your fan. And if you think that the whole world is your fan, you're demented.
So true. So
Yeah,
true. Okay,
yeah.
we've got 2 minutes.
Okay, one.
Um, I just want to ask really quickly, there's been so many people from so many different parts of the world saying hello to you. Do you
Okay.
please have a final message for all these people who have been watching and messaging?
My heart, my heartbeat, and my love to each and every one of you. Don't skip life. Don't skip a heartbeat. Be accountable for every heartbeat and be strong. And don't let anyone tell you what you have to do or what you want to be because nobody has a clue. And I'm always there, a message away, a live away, a tweet away, a message away, an Instagram away, a film away. I'm always with you guys. And I love you all. Thank you for giving me so much happiness, so much joy. And I hope in days to come, I can give it back. And thank you to you, Amrita. You've been a great friend. You're a great supporter. And next time, whenever I'm in London, the first day or the second day, I'm meeting you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Amit. I will always be a fan.
No, you're a friend. You're a friend. You're a friend. You're
Thank
a
you
friend.
so much for taking the time to be live with me on BizAsia Live. And I wish you all the best with the next project you are going to do, which hopefully we will hear about very soon. And we will talk soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you all. Love you. Thank you, Amrita. Take
Take
care.
care. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, hi guys. We have 27 seconds remaining. I just want to say a big thank you for all the questions. I tried to add in as many as I could. But obviously Amit said he's only a tweet away, he's only an Instagram away, he's only a message away. I'm very sorry to everyone who said hello and he didn't give a shout out to, but he gave you a lovely message at the end. And I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back soon. This is Amrita on BizAsia Live.